and welcome back to the Efficient Skillet. My name is Willie, and I hope that you're doing extremely well out there. I know that I am. Today's episode is brought to you in part by Peters Tractor and Equipment Company. Whether you want a push lawnmower, a zero-turn radius mower, or a huge tractor, or a mid-sized tractor, or a small tractor, Peters Tractor is your home for many options and tractor packages with financing available. So visit Peters Tractor's website at tractorpackage.org, or you can click their ad on our top headlines page. I got a new hat now, and a special thank you to a friend of mine, Trump 2020. Now I've been wearing my Make America Great Again hat, and I'm glad to have this one, this new hat, Trump 2020. I think it's perfect for what's going on now with the election coming up and all that. So, and I still believe in making America great again, and I'm supporting Trump in 2020. Today I'm showing y'all how to do a dish that's super easy and super delicious, oven-baked ranch chicken. Okay, so when it comes to doing a oven-baked ranch chicken, you can use whatever cuts of chicken that you like. I like to use the thighs because they're very meaty, and you can use leg quarters if you like, or you can use just legs. You can do wings. It's all up to you. Okay, I'm gonna go with the thighs because I really I love the chicken thigh in this particular application. I recommend you can use boneless, skinless chicken if you like. But when it comes to chicken like this, I like to leave the bone in because the bone has a lot of flavor, adds a lot of flavor to the meat, to the chicken. And so what I'm gonna do is take each one of these. Now, when you get this chicken at the store like this right here, you'll see it has a lot of fat and skin hanging off it. You know, if you like that, leave it on there. I don't, so I like to cut it off. I recommend that you do the same. It's healthier, makes the chicken healthier. And this will be ultimately oven baked chicken, so that's pretty healthy way to go. So anyway, trim all the fat and excess skin off it if you want to. Like I said, I recommend it. Okay, once you get your chicken trimmed, if you want to, you can take all the skin off those chicken breasts. It's all up to you what you like. I like the skin on there, not the amount that's hanging off like a flag blowing in the wind or anything, but I like to leave the skin on there because when we bake it, it gets real crispy, and I think it has a lot of flavor and is good. But if you're real anti-chicken skin, pull it off of there. Okay, so our next step, I've got my skillet. I'm heating it up to 225 degrees, a nice low temperature, and then I'm just gonna real quick just spray a little nose stick in there. Again, the skillet's on 225, nice low temperature. And I'm gonna put our chicken thighs in here. Like that. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is, I've got this right here. I got this at HEB right here in Livingston. This is ranch salad dressing. Hill Country Fare, nice and cheap, like 68 cents a package, I believe is what it is. And what you want to do is just take one envelope of this. That's all you need, is just one. And we're just going to take it and just sprinkle it over our chicken. And this envelope has more than enough for doing this, so sprinkle it on there. See how much you get. I mean, it really is a lot that comes in this little envelope. More than enough to get the job done. It may be more than enough. Maybe it's just the right amount, but I use it all either way. I've used all of it. Just put it all on there. Now that we've got our ranch envelope of ranch dress mix put on there, I'm just going to put the lid on here. And this chicken, even at a low temperature like 225, once you put the lid on, it'll be fully cooked in about 30 minutes. So we'll check on it shortly in about 30 minutes. It's been about 30 minutes now, so let's lift our lid and check on our chicken. And here it is. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna turn our burner off. And then we're gonna take our chicken thighs and we're gonna put them right here, just like this, into a pan that we're gonna put in the oven. All right, with our chicken pulled out of the pan, as you can see, that envelope of a ranch seasoning that we put on there is, you can see the green in there, all the spices and stuff like that. That really goes a long way in deepening the flavor into the chicken before we bake it in the oven. But that's not all the ranch we're putting on there, because now we're going to take this. Now, there's a lot of different brands of ranch dressing like this you can buy at the store. This is Ken's Steakhouse Ranch. They got Hidden Valley Ranch. They got generic brands. This is just the kind that I had in my fridge. So if I'd have had another brand, I'd have used it too. It doesn't matter to me. Ranches, you know, I like them all, and most people do. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to take this ranch, and then on each piece of each chicken thigh, we're going to squirt ranch on it, each piece. Now, once you squirt that ranch on there, the next thing you want to do is just take you a little spoon and just kind of spread it a little bit. And whenever we put this in the oven, that ranch will stay on there. It's not going to come melting off or anything. It'll stay right where it's at. So make sure you cover your chicken pretty good with it, because, you know, it's all about the flavor. And well, not totally. There's other intent, you know, things like tenderness and stuff like that. But anyway, spread your ranch out. Now, once you spread it with the spoon, if you see spots that look weak to you, like that right there, take your ranch, put a little bit more on there. You want it to be well coated. No obscene noises. Okay, there we go. And spread it a little bit more. And then the next thing you want to do is take whatever kind of cheese you like. This is mild cheddar that I have. I'm going to take this mild cheddar, and I'm just going to lightly sprinkle each chicken thigh. Just lightly, just enough to add just a, you don't want to bury it in cheese, you know, that would defeat the purpose of the, in my opinion, of the ranch flavor. But you just want just enough to enhance it a little bit. Okay, I've got my oven set to 450 degrees already heated. So what I'm going to do is take our chicken, we're going to put it in here. We're going to give it about 20 minutes. Okay, I left mine in there for a little bit longer because I like mine crispy. I like that chicken crispy. So there we go. It's a little more, my wife would consider, Angel would consider that burned, but I don't. I like mine crispy and robust. Okay, so here is our final output. Here's our chicken, and I'm going to take one of these. We're going to put it on a plate, and we're going to give it a cut into it and a taste test. Here we go. So we're going to cut into this and see what we got here. Here we go. I like to cut in especially into chicken because there's people out there that worry, is it cooked all the way? Am I going to get salmonella and die and all that kind of stuff? And so I like to show that our chicken's fully cooked. And there you go. It's nice and juicy. It is fully cooked. There's no red juices coming out or anything like that. So let's just take a bite of this and see how good this tastes. Man. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. That is so good. Man. You can definitely taste the ranch. I love the crispiness. It's up to you how brown you want it. I like mine like this because I really like it crispy. Again, my wife thinks it's burned if it's that way. I completely disagree with her. It's just better if it's that way, in my opinion. But man, that is really That's really good. Now it is hot, so you got to let it cool off for a few minutes before you just tear into it. Oh boy. Make sure you got some paper towels handy. So juicy, and the flavor. It's flavor to the bone. And it's really good. Now, one reader named Sarah emailed us, and she asked me if we would do side dishes with these. Like, this is a main course for your family here. Would you do side dishes? Well, side dishes is a little more than I want to get into, doing a whole dinner, especially with just me and my wife Angel here, but doing a whole main course and then side dishes and all that. But what I told Sarah is I would start suggesting what would go with this right here. So in this case here, we've got our baked ranch chicken, and I talked it over with my wife Angel, and she suggested that macaroni and cheese would go with it, and then the other thing to go with it would be sweet peas. And I think Angel nailed it. That sounds exactly right. With this right here, macaroni and cheese would be excellent. And sweet peas too. You got a starch with the macaroni, you got your vegetable with the sweet peas. That would be perfect. So anyway, we hope you try it, and we hope you like it. If you love me, if you hate me, or if you just want to offer some suggestions or comments, feel free to comment below. If you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button. And you can email us, efficientskillet@gmail.com. Make America Great Again. Trump 2020. A note about the shootings that happened this weekend. There was the one in El Paso and there was the one in Dayton, Ohio. And as much as we hate those things, the last thing we need to do is disarm law-abiding citizens. So don't listen to what you got all these commentators on these so-called news networks like ABC News. You got George Stephanopoulos. He's not really a reporter. He's a leftist propagandist. Same thing with NBC News. You got Chris Todd, or Chuck Todd. I mean, these people are nothing but leftist propagandists. It's no longer news. The main networks, ABC, CBS, and NBC, hasn't been news in over 10 years. All when it comes to political things like the president and Congress and all that, these people are sick, and they're going to say that the president's a racist. Everybody on CNN, just about everybody on MSNBC, all these news, so-called television news people. Our media has just been totally infiltrated and infected with socialist, communist, leftist propagandists. And they're going to be calling Trump a racist, and they're going to compare him to Hitler and all this other stuff. And folks, nothing could be further from the truth. They bring these guys on there that look like legitimate, intelligent, middle-aged and older men with suits on and all this kind of stuff, and try to sound all convincing, and they say the stupidest thing. For these people to actually take the actions of an insane shooter and blame it on the president is just absurd and ludicrous. Donald Trump just loves the USA. That's the only thing he's guilty of. He didn't seek the presidency because he needed the money. He did this because he loves our country. And he's, in spite of what the leftist propagandists say on television, our president is a good man. He's not a racist. He doesn't hate Jews or any of that stuff. He loves our country, and he's going to do what's best for our country. And that's what I have to say about that.